Good morning and welcome to Life and Style. This is Wellness Monday, and as we tell you, the best project you can ever work on is you. We've just seen Eric the Torturer, this guy here.
Yeah. Wellness Monday maze fitness, kuna kicheko,
mavazi,
kuna chakula.
Nikifanya hivi, nataka yani uone poster kutoka juu mpaka chini yani.
Hata mimi, kwana uoni, umeona tick, umeona.
But leo ni improvement, mshika mkono.
Maze. Umejaribu ni enjoy. Sasa leo beyond the sport.
Kabla tujafika beyond the sport, unaona hii? City walk maze.
Na city walk wanakupenda, yani wewe ni ambassador ama nini? Mnakula pamoja ama?
Mimi ni ambassador. Lakini mbali na kuwa ambassador, unajua kazi ya ambassador ni rahisi sana.
Yes.
Ni kuambia watu ambao mnaona nyumbani. Mahitaji yote ya nguo, kimbia City walk.
Hata viatu.
They have over 20 branches all over Kenya. So ukue Kisumu, ukue Mombasa, ukue wapi, City walk got you. So
na mbona hujai nipeleka huko?
Sasa, si ndo tumeanza show sasa.
Okay. Asante.
Eric the Torturer.
Yes.
The other week we had chess, you know.
Yes,
ile wiki nyingine actually tulikuwa na chess, ndio?
Tulikuwa tunafanya
hivi
mikono yani.
Baada hiyo kidogo nikaenda Ian Masinde with CrossFit.
CrossFit, yeah.
And you're a fitness guy.
Of course, ile ya kuruka hapa, unaruka hapa, una relax kidogo 30 seconds, unaruka huku, unainua hii, unafanya squats.
Ushajua.
I know it. I'm a fitness trainer.
But this time I have another sport.
Hebu tuambie.
Ushaisikia sport inaitwa water rafting?
Water, yani okay.
Water rafting.
Hebu fafanua.
Unachukua, unaona kabot. Lakini acha nisifafanue sana. Wacha tuone hii feature, si ndio?
Water rafting.
Wacha tuone hii feature.
Ni water rafting ama white water rafting?
Yote, lakini sport yenyewe inaitwa water rafting.
Oh, water rafting.
Yeah.
Ni ya Afrika ama ni ya huko?
Ona. Ona.
Sawa. Acha nikae chini.
Acha tuone. Si ndio?
Sawa.
Hapo sawa.
Okay. Sawa, asante.
Welcome to another episode of Beyond the Sport. I'm your host Brian Tsuma, and I'm about to embark on something I'm told it's the best thing I've ever done in my life. It's the craziest too. So what am I talking about? This sport is called white water rafting. Yeah, I'm all geared up and I'm ready for this sport. Follow me to find out more about this sport. So yeah guys, I've been told this is the craziest thing I'm about to do, and I'm here at Rapids Camp, where the best water rafters in the country come from. Actually, this particular place. And this is white water rafting. So stay tuned, take a front row seat and chill, relax. For the best show in town is just about to start.
Hi, my name is June and I'll be your guide for today. We're all doing the rafting. It's a very fun trip. Very exciting. Once you follow instructions, all will be well. So we'll start off with a paddle. This is called a T-piece. This is called a shaft, and this is a blade. You always have to hold your T-piece like this at all times. Everyone will just do this. Everyone thumbs to your T-piece, then hold on. At all times, it has to be like this. Never let go of the T-piece. So we'll come to this raft. You have to be in a raft, you have to be seated at the farthest end on the blue strip. Never sit on the thwarts. Your legs, your left one, whichever side you're seated on, the first leg should be tucked inside, the second one should be at your back. So seated here, the guide will tell you forward. Forward, you just dig your shaft inside and pull. It should be inside water. Don't scoop water like, no. It has to dig, pull in your body, pull. Dig. Yeah, and when you're told back paddle, the same thing, just your paddle at the back, pull the water, push the water like that. If you get thrown out of the raft or the raft capsizes, everyone dismantles, you go to each other side. So if you're close to the raft, I'll just pull you up. Once you fall in the water and you're close to the raft, you just hold on to the chicken line. Mwangi, please come. You hold on to the chicken line. I'll count 1, 2, 3, then pull you 1, 2, 3, pull you inside the raft. In another case, you might get thrown far from the raft, out of my reach. So there'll be a kayak in front of you. So you'll just come, lie down, put your legs on top, then the instructor will take you to the side. In case you're thrown away from the raft and you're not in reach of the kayak or near the raft, I'll throw the rope at you. Never hold the bag. Once I throw the rope, hold on to the rope itself, lie on your back, then I'll pull you towards the raft. If you're far, far away and the rope can't get to you, there's no kayak, there's no help, you just go to the safety swimming position. Safety swimming position, you always face downstream. Where the river is going is where you face. Hold on to your jacket, lie to your back, feet straight. Never stand in the river. There are rocks, you might get stuck and accidents happen. So you just lie on your back, flow with the river. Then once you get to a flat place where you'll have an eddy, you just eddy out, swim to the side, will come for you.
Whitewater rafting is widely known as a recreational activity for thrill seekers. When whitewater rafting, there certainly are moments when you're paddling hard to ensure your raft takes the right path down the section of the river, or when you need to avoid some obstacles. The entire time you're in the raft, you're continually keeping yourself balanced and centered. Now this is a very scary part.
Paddles up, guys, come on! Paddles up!
And I'm telling you, I never thought we'd make it. And we made it safely.
How big is this place?
Rapids Camp is about 118 acres in terms of acreage, but in terms of camping, we're working with 5, but still extending to some more areas. House that they come, this is where we want to come up with some getaway homes, cabins. We want to make it a one-stop shop. This is where once you come to Rapids, you don't need to do another trip. One stop. You do camping, you do some of these water sports, we do hiking, we do what we call whitewater rafting, plunging. Have you ever done plunge?
Never.
Oh my goodness. This is one of the best things.
I think
this is when you jump from the waterfall into the river.
you don't say from like up there.
Yes, on that cliff.
Mpaka ndani ya maji.
Mpaka ndani ya maji. Imagine, basically, you know the good thing with the river activities, this is where you blend with the mother nature. For the mother nature, it's very simple. All you need to do, follow the instructions. And by the end of the day, you'll be good. Even if you're the kind of people we usually say, hydrophobic. Kwa lugha ya mtaa wanasemaga, maji nyingi ni ya karai, supu na soda.
Ndio sasa.
So if you're one of those guys, I tell you, with these proper gears, you still do it. The key word is for the instructions. Because like when you're talking about plunging, what do you talk about? We're talking about the up thrust. The force you're going to exert will push you up.
So let me interrupt you, because viewers back at home are wondering, who's this guy, who's this gentleman? Because they just saw me in a raft some few minutes ago. And right now I'm standing here with a gentleman. They are like, who's this guy? So kindly introduce yourself.
Oh, my name is Peter Mbudia. I work at Rapids as a camp manager, also as a river guide. This is where you have to have fun. If you're looking for fun, this is a place to be. Best place in Kenya. Yes.
Best place in Kenya. And talking of sports, you know, you guys are using sports to tap into a market which is, yeah, Kenya is known as a tourist destination, yes. But you're tapping into that market using sports.
Yes.
Tell us about that.
You know, one thing, we want to give people a different concept. You know, most of the people, especially in the big towns, what they used to do, weekends, they are misusing their weekends. And health-wise, taking beers, dancing, that's not good.
Sure.
You need to do something different. An adventure. This is when you come here, either on a Friday night, spend the night. Either for that night, we do what we call the moonlight walk. This is when you go on some of these terrains at night, really romantic, one of the best. Still, the following day you can come and do some water sports. This is when you start with the simplest river swims. This is when you get to do river swims. We do kayaking. And also, as you know, for kayaking, this is the only course that we have for in terms of slalom, which is Olympic qualifiers. This is a course we usually have in terms of Olympic qualifiers. We are vetted by ICF, International Canoeing Federation. This is the main course, like the Olympic qualifiers were done here.
We were done here.
This is a main course.
Now, let's talk about that, because now you've just brought up canoeing.
Yes.
Let's go step by step. What sports do you offer here? You said canoeing.
Yes, that is canoeing. In terms of that is what we call kayaking.
Kayaking.
We do whitewater rafting. We do river swims. We do geckos. We do plunge. We have the Angel's Bow. We have the water glides. We have the stress-free program, the men's bathroom.
Wow.
Bungee swim.
Wow.
We have a lot.
So, basically, you're the home of water sports.
This is it.
This is it.
Yes.
This is the place to be.
Place to be.
When did you establish this place? When was it established?
Rapid Scam was established in 2007. And you know, with the issue of the post-election and all that, it was a big issue. And then from 2009, 2010, it has been coming up, up.
And business has been going booming, eh?
Booming, especially for most of these corporate. Ask them where we do team building. The best team building ever in this country. Where people do something, they will still urge for more. We have from level 1 to level 7 in terms of team building. For the level 7, this is what we do with the military. Because we also do training for the KDF and the British Army.
Here?
Yes.
Hashtag KTN Life and Style, hashtag Beyond the Sport. Keep the conversation going. What do you think about this guy? What do you think about this place, Rapid Scam? Because this is the place where you should be. As in, if you're a military guy, if you're a sports guy, if you're looking for romance, this is the place to be. I'm a VP. Let's talk about now what the sport I was taking part in.
Whitewater rafting.
Whitewater rafting.
Yes.
How elaborate is it?
Well, whitewater rafting is one of the best activities where you have an adrenaline rush, where if you're really looking for that.
I did have a rush.
Yes.
I heard a rush.
Yeah, that's what you're looking for. Because basically, you look at it, this is where you have to go upstream. Between, we talk about 14 to 12 kilometers downstream, depending on the water levels. This is where you come on these sections, like there's a section that you came down, it's called the can of worms. It was like, and then you get a drop. It's fun. And the fun is when you go down those rapids, when you guys scream. I could hear some of you guys screaming to the high.
I did have a rush.
Oh.
Yeah, I actually did.
How was it?
I was actually about to be thrown out of the boat.
Yes. At times you're thrown out. But the good thing, we usually have our guides in order. We have the safety kayaker who is always on toes, following. We have the guides with you that will tell you, and that's why from the word go, before we even get started, we had to take you the safety talk. What is this that you need to look out? And by the end of the day, as I had told you earlier, the key word here is following the instructions.
Sure.
If the guide tells you paddle, you need to paddle. If it says forward paddle, this is where you have to do the forward paddle. If it tells you backward paddle, you have to. If it tells you relax, this is when you know when. If it tells you down, this is when you know when to get down to the raft. When it tells you back to the position, because at some point, this is where you find the water is moving very fast. So it should be pop, pop, pop. So attention should be there. And by the end of the day, you'll enjoy it.
Have you had competitions here?
Yes. We have had the Olympic qualifiers. In 2013, we had slalom championship. And also we have other small events like the Chana Festival and all that. All those events, most because you look at it, this is the best place. And like in terms of slalom, in terms of kayaking, this is where we have the natural course. Some of these courses either in Europe or those, they are man-made. But at Rapids, this is where we have 95% natural.
You don't say.
Yes, be it water sport, be it Rapids camp is 95 natural.
You don't say.
Look at the rocks, look at the water sport, it's natural. Like when you get into, when you're doing the Angel's Bow, this is where the water takes you down into a whirlpool and then flashes you out. Blending with the mother nature. All you need to do, relax. You call your mommy, you have a sip of it, but it's fun.
Yeah, indeed it's fun. And talking about this entire place, you've told us that some things happen at night for the couples and all that.
Yes.
What's that, please?
Basically for us, what we do apart from the water sport, this is a camping site. For a camping site, this is when one is looking for a real adventure. This is where you pitch your tent wherever you want. Next, in between the border rocks, you look at these rocks, you have open grounds. This is when you're doing camping. Also, when you're camping, you don't just come here to camp, you're here to have fun. So basically, when you're camping, this is when we're looking at the issue of like, we do activities at night. This is what we call the moonlight walk. This is when we leave the camp at around 6:30. Use some of these terrains uphill with the full moon lit. And if we don't have one, we can improvise one.
Improvise, use a torch.
Don't worry, you're one of the good readers who can really work it out and make it fun. And we do activities at night. This is when we're really walking for the moonlight walk. This is where we have people have fun. And also when we come back, we do the bonfire. We have designated areas for the bonfire and all that. This is where people have fun. Partying at night. This is one of the places we usually call the Williams Island for the honeymooners.
And
also if you want to end.
Are you suggesting something? Are you suggesting something?
Yes. This is a place to be. If she's there, just come. I'll show you a spot where the automatically answer should be yes.
Yes. Let's do this. I'll take you on that. When it's about time, I'll contact you. Then you'll be my man, right?
Then I'll show you, and the answer would automatically be yes.
Yes. What are your camping rates? What are the other activities that you offer? Yes, you've mentioned them, but probably how much should they like budget for when they're coming to this place, if they want to come to this place? Roughly, a rough budget estimate.
For camping, for us, because being an adventure, sometimes we work with what we call friendly budgets, working within your provision. Like you look at it, if you want to spend a night, camping is 1,800 per person, and we provide the tents. There's the issue of provision of food, where we're not that rigid. You can come with your own food, because sometimes people have very strained budgets, whereby you might decide, okay, fine, this is what I want to do it. I want just go buy a nyama kilo, buy a kilo of nyama, come with ready food, some chips and pizzas and all that, and do for yourself. We also have our camp kitchen. This is where you pre-order, and then we'll be able to provide food. Also, when you come here, you can also do what we call partying. People come here for what we call like end of the year party, graduation, weddings. So we have all those it takes, especially when it comes to in terms of family, when you find sometimes you want to have your family out.
So 5 years from now, where do you see yourself?
Well, in 5 years' time, we want to be the best camping site in Africa. Because you look at it, if you look at the way the rating has been, and you also look at the way you get your clients, and people, like most of our clients are return clients. And also you find that those people who really talk, on, especially on social media. Some of these guys come here, do some of these shots. By the end of the day, you find somebody calling, where is that? Where is that? I want to come back. Most of these guys, like the way you're saying, you're not yet done without having done the plunge.
Not done.
Yeah, so you find like people still urging for more. And our prices are quite friendly.
Talking of whitewater rafting, why the name whitewater rafting?
If you look at the water, especially when you're going down the rapids, you look at the water at some point when the water is still, a little bit brownish. But when it usually goes down the rapid, it changes the color to white. Because of that rapidness. You see, once it goes very fast, you don't tend to see the silky part of it. You see the whitish, and that is what we call it the whitewater rafting. Because this is when you go down on those rapids. And the fun, this is where you find guys screaming, calling their mommy.
Mommy, mommy.
Yeah.
Hashtag KTN Life and Style, hashtag Beyond the Sport. I'm your host, Brian Suma, chilling out with this guy, this incredible guy. Tell us, in case somebody wants to come here, how do they contact you?
If you want to contact us, you just go to our website, just Google Rapids Camp Sagana. You'll have our contact. You can also like our Facebook page, Rapids Camp. Instagram, you'll find it. We are there. Social media, we're always very active. Yes.
But this time, what we did, I think we were a bit shallow because we only explored water rafting.
Yes.
I want to take you on an offer, right?
Yes.
We come next time. Give us probably a weekend.
Yes.
Where we can break down all these sports.
Yes.
We talk about canoeing as a sport, plunging as a sport in itself. Each sport we break it down.
Yes.
What do you say?
Taken.
Iko sawa kabisa?
Iko sawa.
Shika mkono.
Ndio sasa ukuje kwanza nikupeleke what we call the Angels Bow. For the Angels Bow, this is when the water takes you down, takes you into a whirlpool. At some point you might say, Lord, I'm coming home. But by the end of the day, you have fun. This is where you interact with the Mother Nature. Real fun. Yes.
I know Rapids Camp is a private entity.
Yes.
But how can we get the government to come in? Because in Kenya, we are blessed with so many natural resources. Like just behind me, we have a river, which is, you can feel, you can hear the sound of the river. How can we make the government come in? Because in Kenya, we are blessed with so many natural resources, especially water, to promote water sports in Kenya. Because at the Olympic level, we've had, Kenya is only known for athletics and probably rugby, which just joined the other day. What can the government do? How can the government come in to help probably private entities like Rapid Camp to try and grow the sport into a level which we've never seen before?
What the government needs to do is in terms of water sports. Like initially, you look at the issue of like water rafting. Most of these people, or the African, they did not embrace whitewater rafting or the water sports, of which like initially it was like for the whites only. But here, that's why you find like for us as Rapids Camp, we try to embrace and bring even the locals to try the sport, because you look at it, it's one of the best. And this is, you look at in terms like we under ICF, International Canoeing Federation, and by the end of the day, you find if the government doesn't give you the necessary support in terms of training, in terms of gears, because we need to have what we call the kayaking clubs, which the government needs to sponsor. Also, for us as Rapids Camp, we should get the local boys and all that, because you search for talent. They have talents. Why should we import guys to come as guided when we have our real Kenyan people? Like Rapids Camp, this is where you can embrace your talents. And that is why I'm saying in the next 5 years, Rapids Camp is going far.
So thank you very much. Tumefurahia sana kuja hapa. Tunarudi tena, si ndio?
Karibu.
Tumesikizana.
Hiyo ni kabisa.
Lakini tunakula nini? Njaa mazee.
Chakula iko, there's chicken and some ugali. I can see some of these guys are really ugali guys. You need an ugali.
Tuna tukule, wacha wakule kwa macho hao. Haya. Well guys, that was water rafting. Yeah, you've seen.
Mazee hiyo game bana.
Beyond the sport. Umeona?
Beyond the sport. Mimi nataka kujifunza mazee. Though wacha nikwambie, mimi huogopa maji.
Si wewe peke yako.
Leo jamaa alikuwa na move pale papa. Mazee maji hapana. Na ukiniingiza huko lazima niandike will. Ako kaplot kangu, you know.
Useme
niseme, you know.
Ile
mimi naogopa maji. Mimi napenda tu maji kidogo, but that one
ile sharubati. Hii inaitwa sharubati.
Yeah.
Yani, but anyway, Chef Abdalla.
Jikoni kwao hakuna?
Kwetu hakuna maji.
Hakuna maji?
Iko tu ile mto kidogo.
Sio unatoka Western huko pande huko.
Unajua
sio kama
Pandele, Pandele tuko na watu wa Western Pandele tuko na watu wa Pwani.
Watu wa Pwani ya.
001.
Ati?
ndo sisi.
Hapana.
Mombasa County. Si?
Mombasa County.
001.
Usifanye nilete daraja
Mombasa
hapa.
County hapa.
Ndaleta daraja kutoka hapa mpaka pale.
Kwa hivyo leo hata msosi
Kwa hivyo 001 watu wa kudish tu na msosi na kila kitu. Wa kudish. Yani wanapenda chakula.
Kudish ama
Sasa ondokeni hapo, ondokeni. We continue with our food.
Yeah, so what are you preparing for us?
Today, actually, Aisha selected the
Nani
menu
huyu?
today.
Yes.
Chakula.
Yeye ndio
Aisha.
And you see,
Ameacha mshene.
no, amesema anakuja kwa torture. She's coming to torture you, not to chota.
With the food.
Torture.
Atachotia chakula akiwa torture.
Chota.
As she's torturing you, she will chota some food for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I think you are doing what? Something very, very light. Barbecued beef.
Yes.
Yeah, barbecued braised beef. Chuck beef with just a little bit of coleslaw, but the coleslaw is so special. And she selected all the ingredients.
It's called the Aisha coleslaw.
Aisha
I
coleslaw.
had
Okay,
something
we can
like
say that.
Yeah, let's call it because it's a very, very sexy.
Abdallah, I had something like chutney or chutney. Did you pronounce chutney?
To find chutney.
Hey, boy,
So guys, we are taking a short commercial break. When we come back, remember, the show has just started because we have the kitchen. Then Badai Kiasi, we have SOS, socialite of all socialites. Shaniko mwenyewe with #Kicheko. Don't go too far.